YouTube, welcome to another episode of NMP TV, and today we're going to be showcasing and reviewing and unboxing all in three the strike alert. Essentially what it is, it's a light that goes onto the tip of your fishing pole, and it will be red normally and it will turn green once you have a fish biting, and it's actually extremely helpful for people who have more than one fishing pole, go trolling at low speeds, or just to help them know when there's a fish. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people that have a fish on their hook and do not even know they have it. So this is actually pretty helpful for beginner fishermen or someone that never fished before and just wants to fish. So let's get started on unboxing it. So let's unscrew it, and then there's the LED housing, the plastic hook housing, the rubber, and the light. So how to take the rubber out is you take a sharp object or anything pointy and then just pop the rubber out. Do not stab the rubber or else water will get in it and erode the battery and all the circuit board, everything, all the electronics that are in it. So do not cut open the rubber. So here we have the two hooks, two different sizes. There is small and there is big, which is really helpful because there's a lot of big fishing poles and a lot of small fishing poles, so it's really helpful. There's not just one size, because one size really does not fit all, because there's tons of fishing poles that are different sizes, different widths, lengths, so it's pretty helpful that they gave you two instead of one. So here we have the two plastic hooks, the LED light, plastic rubber, which is waterproof, and the battery. So how you do it is pretty much goes on top of your fishing pole, and I've seen a couple people do this, but they all do it a different way. So some do it first, they put the rubber in and then they hook it on, but some put the rubber in after they hook it on. So we're gonna do it after when we hook it on, because it's way easier and it doesn't ruin the sensor that's in there, or the spring I should say. So just hook it on there. Want to first get the left hook, then the right hook, so then it's easier to put on. And you want to put it on where you think it's going to be, so if it's going to be lower or higher, depending on how sensitive your fishing pole is. If your fishing pole is extremely sensitive, then I would recommend using the bigger hooks. So what you want to do is you want to put it on top of the pole, on the right, not on the left, because that's where your line is going to be. So let's put the plastic in. You could take a knife or something, just pop it in. I just use my finger, really easy. So then the sensor is touching and pushing on the pole, the rubber part. Once again, the battery is a CR1225 3V. I'll put in description and where you can get this. So what you want to do is you want to put it on and then start screwing on the top. Just want to screw it on. And you want to do it till the light shows. It's supposed to be a red light, or it'll turn green. So that means the battery's on and it's working. So if it turns green, then it's working, everything's alright. So you see that in the dark, it'll be normally red. And then it'll turn green once I shake the pole or barely touch it. It's extremely sensitive if you have a sensitive pole. See, there it goes, turns green. Which is actually really helpful, because I thought that it only turns white and green, but it actually turns red, which is better to see at night than the white. So I'll show footage of it, how it works if on an actual fishing pole, another whole rod. See, and I was testing it out on different weights, different vibrations of it, to see how sensitive it is. And depending on which fishing pole you use, the better the light will be. So if you have a thick fishing pole, a really thick fishing pole that's harder than most fishing poles, so if yours is maybe out of metal or hard plastic, then you're gonna have a harder time finding the sensor. But if you're using a smaller pole that's thinner, then you're gonna have an easier time. But depending on which fish you want is the kind of pole you want. So if you're searching big fish, then I recommend using the bigger housing and putting it on tighter, so then the sensor doesn't go off every time my fish bumps into your line and slightly moves it. But if you're searching for trying to catch little fish, some maybe around 1 pound, smaller than that, then I recommend using the smaller one. So then not a huge fish will, because if you have a huge fish on there and it takes it, sometimes the sensor will not pop up because the sensor is on too loose. So you want to pop the plastic out so you can clean it so it doesn't erode. So if you look, we have the two plastic housings, and depending on your fishing pole, once again, which one you want. So it comes in 5 pieces. You got the 2 housings, you got the LED, which the LED lights, which has the circuitry in it, and also has the rubber. And I recommend washing the rubber sometimes, so then grime and battery salt doesn't come out, which is extremely annoying to get rid of. So I recommend washing the rubber housing. So as we look on the packaging, it says that it's good for carp, catfish, pike, and also sea fishing. And the plastic is water resistant, except for the circuit board that's in there. So that pretty much wraps up the Strike Alert. And if you want to buy it, I bought it on Wish, shoppingmadefun.com, which is a great website. I think I got it for about $1 and a $1 shipping. But keep in mind that it came in like 3 weeks. But I'm pretty sure Amazon has it as well, and it's pretty good. I'll put it in the link below if you want it. It'll be in the description where the links will be. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for watching.